This base shuts down every Royal Champion charge army I've seen. And since RC Walk is dominating the meta right now, I knew I had to share it with you, because whether you're pushing in Legends, climbing in CWL, or prepping for war, this Town Hall 17 layout is going to give you a major edge defending most of those RC charge armies. This sick Town Hall 17 anti-RC Walk base is built by Adnan, one of the best base builders at Blueprint Base Building, with whom we are partnered, thanks to the awesome bases they provide us often. Okay, now, let's get right into the base analysis. Now, what makes this base so effective against the Royal Champion Walk is how the defenses are placed. It's designed to deny value, especially to the Electro Boots aura. You see, the Electro Boots is what makes the RC charge so strong. It zaps skeletons before they distract her and softens up surrounding buildings with the aura damage. But here, we've spaced out the defenses on purpose. That means her aura barely connects with the nearby defenses. So even if the Royal Champion stays alive, the Boots does almost nothing to the defenses, and that's a big win for us. Now let's say the attacker goes for a charge away from the Town Hall. Even if the charge goes perfectly, RC just won't get enough value. In fact, in one replay, the attacker got a good RC charge value, but still struggled to 3-star. There's simply not enough firepower in those outer compartments. The only areas where she can get decent value are around the Town Hall, or maybe the scatter compartments. But guess what? That's exactly where we've set the trap with anti-RC charge setups, because the Town Hall is brutal against RC walks. Its long-range artillery shots don't just deal splash damage, they also slow down both the champion and the fox with the poison effect. So even if she gets there, she's losing health fast, and her damage output drops. Add a few well-placed giant bombs around the Town Hall zone, and suddenly, the champion and the fox are gone, and the funnel she was supposed to create? Completely gone too. And without a clean funnel, the rest of the army walks randomly, splits into groups, which makes it easier for the defenses to kill them. That means either bad pathing or more defenses left behind. Either way, it's a defensive win. Now, here's where this base takes things to another level. The core. We've got the Monolith and Multi-Inferno set up together, and this combo is lethal. The Monolith is already dangerous with its heavy point damage, and the Multi-Inferno, it supports with splash damage. That's a deadly combo for any push. Troops get melted from two sides, single-target nukes and rapid splash fire. Even large groups like dragons, super witches, or root riders can't handle this combo, especially when paired with fire spitters positioned around the core. And the way it's built? The core monolith section and fire spitter compartments are all isolated from each other. So troops path into only one of these zones and skip the others. But while they're skipping them, those defenses are still hitting them. So even if they're not fighting the monolith, it's still shooting. Even if they skip the fire spitters, they're still under pressure. And it gets worse. The two poison towers. They activate just as troops get close, slow everything down, and give even more time for the monolith and splash defenses to do work. That's why dragons, root riders, and every kind of ground army just collapse in the middle. And for you fireball users, there's not much value here either. The scatter compartments might look tempting, but once you clear those, you're still dealing with isolated defense zones. The secondary army won't have a clear path, and that's how this base traps even the most thought-out attacks. So yeah, RC charge, dragon spam, root riders, fireball switch, you name it, this base is built to outplay them all. Now let's watch this base in action. I've got a few Royal Champion charge replays and even a fireball hit to show you, and you'll see exactly how this layout shuts them down. Let's see how this anti-RC walk base holds up under real pressure, starting with a classic RC Valk root rider attack. The Royal Champion is dropped from the right side and starts off strong. But as she steps into the Town Hall's artillery range, everything falls apart. The artillery shots slow her down, and the fox gets taken out instantly. Now the queen sets a funnel from the bottom, and root riders are sent directly at the Town Hall. But just look at the timing. Those giant bombs go off early and force the Warden ability way too soon, and once they reach the core, they skip it entirely. Root riders veer off into the fire spitter compartment instead of locking onto the monolith. If the RC didn't pick off the monolith earlier, that thing would have been blasting them non-stop. The riders just circle the base under constant damage and get cleaned up easily. Second replay, Super Yetis. The Royal Champion comes in from the anti-damage side, probably the safest entry. But the attacker panics and recalls her early. Then the Super Yetis are funneled from the right and head straight for the Town Hall. Now watch what happens when they get inside. The monolith immediately starts tearing into them, and just when they need backup, the fire spitters from across the base are also chipping away. Before the attack is even halfway through the base, most of the Yetis are down, and the rest of the push just fizzles out with leftover troops grabbing a bit of percentage. Now for a Fireball Super Witch attack. Warden Walk starts bottom side, and the fireball lands perfectly on the Expo compartment. Clean funnel. Queen and Siege Barracks funnel the right flank. Super Witches go in for the Town Hall. Looks good until the Ice Golems hit. The entire push gets frozen mid-path. Poison Towers activate right on cue, and the slowdown is brutal. The core goes down, but now there are no spells left. Half the base remains, and the back-end defenses clean house. Another easy hold. Next up, RC Walk Dragons. The Royal Champion comes from the 730 side and dives toward the Fire Spitter. Good setup, until she enters the Town Hall zone. Artillery shots slows her down, and the giant bombs force her ability. Even with all the invisibility spells, she barely grabs 5 or 6 defenses. Dragons are then sent in toward the Town Hall, but with only a few spells left, it's an uphill battle. Once they reach the core, the Monolith and Poison Tower combo melts half the army. The rest are picked off one by the Scattershots and Archer Towers. That's another shutdown. Final replay, another dragon hit, this time with a back-end Town Hall plan. RC enters from the 1030 side. With good invis spells, she actually gets really good value. Clears several key defenses, but this sets up a risk. Town Hall is now at the back end. Dragons are funneled in from the bottom, and a blimp is sent for the Town Hall. But watch what happens next. Tornado Trap activates just before the blimp reaches the Town Hall and pulls it off path. Blimp fails. Town Hall survives. And now the Monolith takes over. It deletes the core troops, and the Scatter Air Defense combo wipes out the rest. The hit never recovers. And that's 5 attacks. 5 failed attempts to break this base. If you're tired of watching your base get rolled by Royal Champion charges, this is the layout to use. It shuts down Electro Boot's value, isolates key defenses, and stacks just enough pathing traps and timed damage to ruin most of the top meta armies. The copy link for this Town Hall 17 anti-RC walk base is in the description. Go grab it, test it, and let me know how it performs for you. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It helps a lot. Subscribe if you're new, because I'll be dropping more meta-crushing bases just like this every 2 to 3 days. Good luck in Legends, CWL, or wherever you're pushing, and I'll see you in the next one.